AM 1430 KRGI, 105.5 FM. Good morning. I'm Brian Gallagher. We have a guest online today from Hamilton. Derek Journes is here to tell us about the world of high tech. Good morning. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Good morning, Brian.
You've had a lot of transitions with Hamilton, thinking back to the old days of the telephone company, and then as you evolve into the technology world. And what you have done is you have established yourself as a key provider. Technology is one thing, but a provider, well, they just need to perform the services. And when a business is thinking about technology, that service provider better be pretty good.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Brian. And so, when somebody's looking for a managed service provider or IT support, the reality is technology alone just doesn't solve problems. It's really a strategy, it's an oversight, it's an ongoing management behind the technology that makes it valuable. And so a managed service provider is essentially it's the engine that keeps the technology reliable, it keeps it secure, and most important, it keeps it aligned with the business and their goals. And without the right provider, even the best technology can become underutilized. It can be poorly secured, and it ends up to be way more costly than it should be. And an MSP really ensures that investment doesn't just sit there. It delivers a return, which is the whole point.
So if a business owner says, okay, we need to utilize technology to make us better, how can they know what kind of service to expect from a provider?
Yeah, great question. The first thing to do is to look for transparency and a partner, not a contractor. And a reputable MSP should clearly outline what their service level agreements are, what their response times are, what does the escalation paths look like, and you should know exactly what happens. If there's a problem at 2 a.m., you need to be assured that they have your back and that they're going to be there. And beyond the technical piece of it, you should also feel like you have a partner, and a partner that communicates and understands your business and what your priorities are, not just someone who fixes the technical problems. And really, above all, you really want a provider that is security first and protecting your business above everything else.
So as we've talked about this and trying to think of a path, let's say a new business owner says, okay, I want to do this, I'm ready to go, but let's help them get to the right place. What is one key question every business owner should ask their tech provider before they say, I'm ready to go?
Yeah, that's a good one, Brian. I think I would be asking, how will you help my business grow and not just maintain my technology? And, really the question cuts right to the difference between a reactive provider and a strategic one. The best MSPs, they don't just keep the lights on. They align IT with the business objectives, their goals, they anticipate risks, and they look ahead to keep you and your business competitive.
So if a business already has a provider, but maybe they're thinking, I really feel like we could do so much more, how do they feel, or what should they do if they don't think that they're getting the full Monty?
Yeah. We talk to a lot of customers that are in this situation, and the first piece of advice is don't ignore it. Technology underperformance compounds over time. And, I would start by having a candid conversation with your provider and just really outline where you feel the gaps are. And if the response is defensive or dismissive rather than solutions focused, that's really a red flag. And so at that point, it's probably worth seeking an assessment from another provider. And really, a second opinion, if anything, is going to reveal whether you're simply underutilizing your existing technology that you already have in place. And you can kind of decide from there if it's time for a change.
In order for you to move forward, you need the right folks that can help you get there, and Hamilton can get that done. Derek, if folks are ready to ask questions, how do they reach out to you?
Yeah, that's a great question. So you can always call us at 308-381-1000, or you can go to our website at hamiltonisbusiness.com.
Derek Journes with Hamilton telling us about some opportunities for making sure that you have the right provider. Derek, always a pleasure.
Awesome. Thanks, Brian.
Good morning from AM 1430 KRGI, 105.5 FM.